Chancellor, sir, on the onset, allow me to say that graduation is a culmination of our academic process and therefore is a solemn event. We kindly request we adhere to all protocols and traditions set out. Chancellor, sir, with your permission, allow me to establish protocols. Your Excellency, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, President of the Republic of Kenya, the Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces, and the Chancellor of the National Intelligence and Research University, Honorable Julius Migos Ogamba, Cabinet Secretary of Education, Honorable Kipchumba Murkomen, Cabinet Secretary for Interior and National Administration, Senior Counsel, Mr. Nordin Aji, Director General of National Intelligence Service and Chairperson, Board of Trustees, esteemed members of NIRU Board of Trustees and Council members, honorable members of Parliament present, permanent secretaries present, Mr. Douglas Kanja, Inspector General of Police, retired Director Generals of the National Intelligence present, the Vice Chancellors present, Excellencies, members of Diplomatic Corps present, NIRU management, faculty, staff, and students, our graduating class of 2026, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Chancellor, sir, having established the protocol for the day, allow me to take you through the program of the day briefly. We shall begin by watching a documentary titled Times Are Changing. After that, I shall call upon the registrar to anchor the ceremony with reference to the NIRU Charter and statutes. After that, we shall have conferment of degrees led by the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Teaching, Learning and Student Affairs, Dr. James Olela. Chancellor, sir, we shall have moments of celebrating excellence the NIRU way. The celebration will focus on two key milestones since award of Charter, 15 months. Chancellor, sir, NIRU is 1 year, 3 months, and we have celebrations to talk about. Celebration number one is launching of the NIRU Research Journal by the name African Journal of Security and Strategic Studies. The second milestone is the launch of the Golden Book of NIRU, which is a register of distinguished NIRU alumni. During that time, Chancellor, sir, I will respectively request you to award the valedictorian and the NIRU flame bearers, both international and national categories, with their awards. After that celebration, Chancellor, sir, we shall have the speeches, after which, with your final address to us, we will have the national anthem. Then the Chancellor's recession. We shall have a photo session, and Chancellor, sir, thank you for giving us an opportunity to have these memorable photos with you. The photo session will be in the following order. 1, the Chancellor with the University Board of Trustees and Council members. Number 2, the Chancellor with the University Faculty, Management and Senate. Number 3, the Chancellor with the other Vice Chancellors from other universities. And the last photo will be the Chancellor with the graduating class. Lunch will be served. And then the last event will be the Chancellor's departure at his own time. Chancellor, sir, will now watch a documentary titled Times Are Changing. Media team, please.
In a world where security threats no longer respect borders, transnational organized crime, terrorism, cybercrime,
following cyber attacks on their site,
hours after it was reported to have been hacked.
And in Kenya, one institution is rising to meet these challenges: the National Intelligence and Research University.
Chartering the National Intelligence Research University is especially timely as Kenya faces complex security challenges such as terrorism and cyber threats.
On the 5th of November, 2024, His Excellency President William Ruto awarded NIRU its charter, establishing it as Kenya's second specialized university and the first on the African continent dedicated entirely to intelligence education.
This charter is not only a testament to a commitment to the education of our intelligence professional and community, but also a promise to securing our nation's future.
The university offers 4 master's programs, each crafted to navigate the complex landscape of modern intelligence. Here, intelligence practice meets theory, with faculty bringing over 200 years of combined experience.
NIRU offers 4 specialized master's programs and all chart a new space. We are the pioneers of intelligence education, focusing on pressing issues of national concern.
Teaching in NIRU is learner-centered, exposing students to various methods such as simulations, use of case studies, practicums, and symposia.
NIRU stands at the forefront of research and innovation.
We have to be able to distill all various aspects of security relationships.
Through public lectures, the university brings together experts and practitioners to address emerging security challenges.
We are focusing on research that is problem-solving, research that is futuristic-oriented, with focus on strategic foresight.
What if you could build the next AI solution for Kenya?
In 2025, NIRU launched the National AI Hackathon, attracting over 2,000 proposals. Proof that Kenya's innovation potential is ready to be unleashed.
I participated in the AI hackathon. I was able to understand that there is need for the intelligence community to come up with AI-driven solutions that are going to be applicable in the real intelligence world.
Being the first cohort of NIRU graduate and also student means that it's an opportunity for us to set standards, and we hope that our experience has actually set a good precedent for the next cohorts of graduates from NIRU.
At the heart of NIRU are its students, from the Republic of Burundi, the Republic of Malawi, the Republic of Mozambique, the Republic of Rwanda, the United Republic of Tanzania, and the Republic of Uganda. And the network is growing. Today, 66 students from 21 African nations call NIRU home. Because the threats Africa faces demand African solutions.
I'm excited by the fact Thank you, media team. Chancellor Sir, I will now call upon the Registrar, Teaching, Learning and Student Affairs, Madam Esther Wangui, to cite the legal anchorage for today's ceremony of the National Intelligence and Research University Charter and Statutes on conferment of degrees.
Your Excellency Chancellor Sir, in accordance with paragraph 11A of the National Intelligence and Research University Charter, legal notice number 199 of 2024, as read together with Statute 38 of the NIRU statutes, the university is authorized to confer degrees and award diplomas and certificates in programs approved by the University Senate. Pursuant to Statute 39, Section 3 of the NIRU statutes, in the 2025-2026 academic year, a total of 31 graduates satisfied the University Senate for the conferment of Master of Arts in Strategic Intelligence Studies degree.
Chancellor, sir, please allow me to call upon the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Teaching, Learning and Student Affairs, Dr. James Olela, to lead us through the conferment of degrees.
Chancellor, sir, allow me to call upon the Dean, School of Intelligence and Security Studies, Dr. Bernard Kirui, to present graduates for the conferment of Master of Arts in Strategic Intelligence Studies of the National Intelligence and Research University. May I also request the Registrar, Teaching, Learning and Student Affairs to kindly move to the dais. Chancellor, sir, may I respectfully invite you, flanked by the Chairperson, Board of Trustees, and the Vice Chancellor, to kindly proceed and present the award of the Master of Arts in Strategic Intelligence Studies to the graduates.
Your Excellency, Chancellor, sir, in the 2025-2026 academic year, sorry, please, we may take our seats. Sorry. Your Excellency, Chancellor, sir, in the 2025-2026 academic year, the following 31 candidates, whom I have the honor to present to you, satisfied the Board of Examiners and Senate for award of the degree of Masters of Arts in Strategic Intelligence Studies of National Intelligence and Research University. May the following candidates please arise and come forward to receive your awards. Upper Araujo.
the master's graduates to be upstanding. May I also request all NIRU faculty, vice chancellors present, all guests donning academic regalia to please rise for the conferment of the master's degree. Chancellor Sir, may I respectfully invite you to confer the Master of Arts in Strategic Intelligence Studies degree of the National Intelligence and Research University. Chancellor Sir.
I admit the persons presented to me to the degree of Master of Arts in Strategic Intelligence Studies of the National Intelligence and Research University, for which you have been educated, trained, examined, and qualified. And by my authority and that of the entire university, give power to read and to do all that appertains to this degree. Congratulations.
Chancellor Sir, I request that we take our seats. Chancellor Sir, it's time for celebration at NIRU. Celebrating excellence the NIRU way. In the spirit of celebrating excellence the NIRU way, the university proud itself in two significant milestones. Number one, the launch of the research journal by the name African Journal of Security and Strategic Studies, and number two, the register of distinguished NIRU alumni by the name the Golden Book of NIRU. Your Excellency, Chancellor Sir, allow me to speak through the journal briefly. The African Journal of Security and Strategic Studies, here in AJSSS, is a peer-reviewed, high-impact journal committed to advancing scholarship and practice in security and strategic studies, grounded in African realities. It brings together academic practitioner perspectives to engage critically with Africa's evolving security landscape. The journal welcomes research and policy papers, as well as a book and film reviews that address emerging challenges such as political instability, organized crime, terrorism, cyber threats, and climate-related risks. Contributions may draw on theory, case studies, interdisciplinary approaches, and practitioner reflections. Chancellor Sir, this inaugural issue features timely discussions of organized crime, terrorism, food security, technology and governance, climate change, conflict dynamics, and the spread of misinformation. Collectively, Chancellor Sir, the papers underscore the urgent need to strengthen national and regional security systems and oversight to address current and future complexities. Chancellor Sir, we have given a copy of this journal for your reading. Chancellor Sir, allow me to speak on the second milestone, the Golden Book of NIRU. Chancellor Sir, NIRU is committed to create a very vibrant alumni. And therefore, in its commitment to create, develop, and maintain a culture of celebrating excellence, has established a register recognizing distinguished NIRU alumni documented in the Golden Book of NIRU. Chancellor Sir, the Golden Book right in front of you is a hand-woven book. The color green, the primary brand color of the sponsor, is intentionally used because NIRU encapsulates the spirit of the service. The Golden Book of Nehru is a 3-volume edition. It weighs 18 kilograms. It has 3,000 pages with continuous pagination across the volumes. It is designed to last 100 years. We are proud to inform you that your message as the first Chancellor will inspire generations to come. Chancellor Sir, I respectively invite you to watch a short presentation on the philosophy behind the Golden Book of Nehru. Media team, please.
The Golden Book of Nehru, GBON, bears witness to purpose, integrity, and the enduring values of this university. Established in 2026, it is a distinguished and permanent register, honoring graduates who have demonstrated academic excellence and outstanding character. Graduates accorded this distinction inscribe their reflections in the Golden Book, contributing to the living intellectual and moral heritage of the university. The academic giant and the Nehru flame bearers record their names during the graduation ceremony, symbolizing the continuity of excellence across generations. The Golden Book forms an integral part of Nehru's graduation ceremony and a defining moment in the inauguration of each Vice-Chancellor, as the Golden Book is ceremonially handed over by the outgoing Vice-Chancellor to the incoming, a symbol of custodianship over academic excellence, institutional memory, and character development. Gold is chosen as its emblem because it reflects the enduring character of Nehru, excellence, incorruptibility, honor, and permanence. The most enduring of metals, representing the lasting legacy preserved within these pages. The Golden Book of Nehru stands as the collective memory of the university, preserving its history, safeguarding its values, ensuring the continuity of its tradition across generations. The Golden Book of Nehru, GBON. Unmistakably Nehru.
Chancellor Sir, I respectively request you, flanked by the Chairperson, Board of Trustees, and the Vice-Chancellor, to kindly proceed to the signing table to inscribe your signature on the Golden Book of Nehru and the African Journal of Security and Strategic Studies. Chancellor Sir. Thank you, Chancellor Sir. Chancellor Sir, I kindly request the Vice-Chancellor to open the first page of the journal with your message for your signature as a symbol of launching the first issue of the journal. Thank you, Chancellor Sir. Celebration, please. Thank you, Chancellor Sir. With respect, I request you to return to the dais and present awards to the distinguished Nehru alumni. You may take your seats, please. Chancellor Sir, I request you once again, kindly, to present awards to the distinguished NIRU alumni, once again, respectively, Chancellor Sir, flanked by the Chair BOT and the Vice Chancellor of the University. Chancellor Sir, allow me to call upon the class of 2026, Mr. Ed. Chancellor Sir, that is an academic stall, a sign of continuity in his academic excellence. Please let's appreciate the valedictorian. Chancellor Sir, I now call upon international category, Mr. Chemus. And now the national category, Mr. Oscar. Chancellor Sir, these are the distinguished. Chancellor Sir, these are the distinguished alumni of class 2026. Please let's celebrate them. Thank you, Chancellor Sir. You may resume your seat. Chancellor Sir, I now invite the valedictorian class of 2026 to take up his seat on the dais as the NIRU flame bearers retreat to their seats. Chancellor Sir, I now call upon the Registrar, Teaching, Learning, and Student Affairs to admit the graduates to the NIRU alumni roll. Madam Registrar, please.
Your Excellency, Chancellor Sir, the 31 graduates who are presented to you for the conferment of Master of Arts in Strategic Intelligence Studies degree are now graduates of the National Intelligence and Research University. With your permission, sir, allow me to request the graduates to move their cap tassel from the right-hand side to the left-hand side. Chancellor Sir, in accordance with the NIRU Charter, paragraph 22 and statute 41(4) of the NIRU statutes, the graduates are now included in the roll of NIRU alumni. Congratulations.
I request the graduates to take their seats. Chancellor Sir, I now call upon the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Teaching, Learning and Student Affairs, Dr. Olela, to come and carry on with the program from here.
Chancellor Sir, allow me to invite the valedictorian, class of 2026, Mr. Edwin K. Mutai, to share his reflections.
Your Excellency, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, the President of the Republic of Kenya, the Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces, and the Chancellor of the National Intelligence and Research University. Your Excellency, Chancellor Sir, with great humility, allow me to ride on the protocols as established by the Master of Ceremony. Your Excellency, Chancellor Sir, it is a profound privilege and honor to stand before you today at the National Intelligence and Research University. This is not just an institution of higher learning, but a beacon of strategic thinking for the African continent and a crucible for the future of Kenya's national security. Your Excellency, Chancellor Sir, we arrived here in March of 2024 as individuals from different regions of our great continent. We brought with us, Your Excellency, different cultural traditions, languages, and different colonial influences. Yet within the halls of Niru, those borders faded. We became a unique body of strategic thinkers bound by a common mission to promote regional peace and stability. Your Excellency, Chancellor Sir, the theme of our graduation, preparing strategic leaders for a complex world, is not just a title. It is our new reality. We are graduating at a pivotal moment in human history, requiring us to navigate the complex strategic environment. Here at NIRU, Your Excellency, we developed our analytical muscles to see through the fog of war and the noise of information. We understand that in this new era of statecraft, a nation's greatest defense is not just in its hardware, but its strategic foresight. Fellow graduates, besides classwork, we also learned profound lessons from within ourselves. I remember one particular session in the seminar class when my group was tasked to discuss a regional conflict and craft a grand strategy on how to end it. But because of our diverse backgrounds, we spent hours grappling with the problem, each of us looking at it through the lens of our own country's history and colonial past. Then one colleague stopped and said, "Wait, forget how we were taught to do this in the past. If we were to solve this problem the African way, what would we do?" The atmosphere shifted instantly. We stopped looking at foreign manuals and started looking at each other. In that moment, we realized that our diversity was not a hurdle, it was our greatest intelligence asset. We found a solution that was innovative, culturally grounded, and uniquely ours. However, Your Excellency, truthfully speaking, our journey was not always about high-level statecraft and geopolitical shifts. Sometimes, the most complex world we had to navigate was our very own WhatsApp group at 2 a.m. We graduates remember those moments when a faculty member, who shall remain nameless for national security reasons, would send us a massive reading list at midnight and expect a full strategic discussion at 8 a.m. the following morning. Your Excellency, in those late night sessions of chaos, we learned the importance of teamwork and leveraging on the strengths of each individual.
But the true test of our strategic training was not just in the examinations, Your Excellency. It was our ability to maintain operational security right in class. For instance, and the faculty may have noticed that we had a student we all called VIP. For a while, Your Excellency, our lecturers probably thought that we were hosting a high-level dignitary at the back row of our class. I still believe to this day, some of them may still be checking the records to find out which VIP they were actually teaching. Well, dear faculty, as seasoned operators, we have decided to keep that file classified. And then, of course, we had our very own language. We all recall that one classmate who, no matter how chaotic the situation is, would simply bow their head and say, "I'm very much pleased." It became our unofficial motto. Whenever we were given a surprise task, you'd hear a chorus of "I'm very much pleased." Again, the faculty may have thought that we were the most polite, dedicated students in the history of NIRU. Little did they know, Your Excellency, that it was our way of laughing through the pressure. Your Excellency, Chancellor Sir, at NIRU, we have come to embody the philosophy that will define this century: African solutions for African problems. We no longer look outward for the blueprints of our stability. Rather, we look inward to our own research, to our own intelligence, and to our own strategic direction. This is the spirit that we must carry home. Fellow graduates, NIRU has done its part. In line with the graduation theme, it has prepared us to go back to our societies and be the bridge builders. We are the ones who must champion the African solutions for African problems. We are the ones who must ensure that the prosperity and unity of this continent are not just aspirations, but strategic realities. The true test of our master's degree begins today. It begins now. Your Excellency, Chancellor Sir, we live here today not just as graduates, but as guardians of prosperity and architects of our unity. Fellow graduates, let us go back to our respective countries and be the strategic thinkers who ensure that the complexity of the world is met with the clarity of the African intelligence. To the NIRU leadership, we thank you for fostering an environment of excellence and providing the support necessary for our success. To our faculty members, thank you for pushing us to think beyond the horizon. To our families, thank you for being the silent pillars behind our success. To my fellow graduating class of 2026, may your analysis be sharp, your integrity beyond reproach, and your commitment to our continent unwavering. Congratulations. Let us go forth and serve. I thank you, Your Excellency.
Chancellor Sir, allow me to invite the Vice Chancellor, National Intelligence and Research University, to make his remarks.
Your Excellency, Dr. William Somei Ruto, President of the Republic of Kenya, Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces, and the Chancellor of the National Intelligence and Research University, Honorable Julius Okamba, the Cabinet Secretary for Education, Honorable Kipchumba Murkomen, Cabinet Secretary for Interior and National Administration, Senior Counsel Nuruddin Aji, the Director General of the National Intelligence Service and Chairperson of the NIRU Board of Trustees, Principal Secretaries present, Director General of Partner Services present, Inspector General of Police, MPs, Members of Parliament present, esteemed members of NIRU Board of Trustees and Council, retired Directors General of National Intelligence Service, Vice Chancellors present, Excellencies, members of the Diplomatic Corps, NIRU management, faculty, staff, and students, graduates of class 2026 and their families, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Your Excellency Chancellor, sir, it is a great honor and distinct privilege to welcome you to the inaugural graduation of the National Intelligence and Research University. Your Excellency Chancellor, sir, we are privileged to have you grace this historic occasion. Today marks a major milestone in our university. That's our first graduation. I would like to take this earliest opportunity to congratulate the class of 2026. You are our pioneers, and you have helped define what NIRU stands for. That is excellence in intelligent education and research. You are our vanguard on which future generations will build on, and we are immensely proud of you. Chancellor, sir, allow me to share a few highlights of the journey of the National Intelligence and Research University. Today, graduation of 31 students, 17 of whom are drawn from other 6 East African countries, comes just over a year after the award of charter on 5th November 2024, and 4 years after it was granted a university college status under the National Defense University of Kenya. The award of the charter was a pivotal moment for the National Intelligence and Research University. It did not only mark a transition to a fully fledged university, but with the mandate of empowering intelligence community with innovative education and cutting-edge research, but also a reflection of the excellent mentorship and nurturing by the National Defense University of Kenya. To this, Your Excellency, we remain grateful to the National Defense University of Kenya, which is represented in this convocation ceremony by the Vice Chancellor, Lieutenant General Tarus. Chancellor, sir, the university has made major strides in its academic programs, student population, and research. The university currently offers 4 master's programs in intelligence, policy, technology, and communication studies. NIRU is also in the process of seeking accreditation for a doctorate program in security and strategic studies, and 3 other master's programs in leadership and strategic studies, leadership and national security, counterterrorism and strategic studies, biosecurity and biosafety. This, Your Excellency, is in addition to the executive programs in the niche area of security and strategic leadership. NIRU has also witnessed significant growth in student population, which has more than tripled since the award of charter in 2024. In the 2025-26 academic year, Your Excellency, the university admitted 66 students from 22 African countries. In 2026-2027 academic year, the university plans to admit another 100 students from 32 African countries. This admission and expansion within the African continent, Your Excellency, is in line with your directive during the award of the charter that the university expand its outreach to Africa and the global south. Chancellor, sir, research and innovation are at the core of NIRU's strategic mandate as reflected in our strategic plan 2024-2025. Already the university has taken steps in this direction as demonstrated by the ongoing Artificial Intelligence Hackathon. The hackathon seeks to leverage artificial intelligence to address contemporary security and development issues. Additionally, Your Excellency, NIRU is in the process of establishing a research and innovation bank to translate academic research into practical solutions, thus fostering innovation and technology transfer. Chancellor, sir, NIRU is keen to forge strategic partnership and collaboration as we position ourselves in the academic and research space. The university has so far entered into several strategic partnerships within Kenya, Africa, and beyond. Among them, the National Defense University of Kenya, the Open University of Kenya, the Masinde Muliro University of Science and Technology, the Dedan Kimathi University of Technology, Kenya Medical Research Institute, George Mason University in the United States, Pretoria University, Stellenbosch University, and Stellenbosch University, among others. Your Excellency, Chancellor Sir, I'm glad to inform you that the Vice Chancellors of some of these universities are present in this convocation. Through these strategic partners, Your Excellency, NIRU seeks to continually improve the quality of its faculty, technical and administrative staff, as well as students. These milestones could not have been achieved without your strategic leaders, your strategic advice, Chancellor Sir, and the support of the chairperson of NIRU Board of Trustees, as well as the governance institutions or organs of the university. Foremost is the University Council, as well as the Ministry of Education, the State Department of Science, Research and Innovation, and the Commission of University Education. Going forward, Your Excellency, we remain steadfast in our commitment to our vision and fulfillment of our mandate as a specialized institution of strategic national importance. To esteemed graduates, today's graduation theme, Preparing Leaders for a Complex World, defines the prevailing operating environment. The spirit of our theme embodies the persons you have become after 2 years in NIRU. You have been trained, nurtured, prepared to operate in this unique operating environment. We are confident that you have acquired the knowledge to navigate the complex world, and we challenge you to uphold the values and ideals of your alma mater. Step out boldly, never forgetting that every achievement begins with one determined or bold step. I wish you all the best in your future endeavors, and I challenge you to consider advancing your academic ambition beyond your current or today's achievement. Chancellor Sir, in line with the National Intelligence and Research University Statute 38(6), after your address to the Assembly, the first convocation of the university will stand dissolved. Your Excellency, Chancellor Sir, it's now my honor to invite the Chairperson, NIRU Board of Trustees, Senior Counsel Nuruddin Aji, to make his remarks and carry on with the program.
Your Excellency, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, President of the Republic of Kenya and Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces and Chancellor of the National Intelligence and Research University. Honorable Julius Ogamba, Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Education. Honorable Kipchumba Murkomen, Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Interior and National Administration. Honorable Shadrach Mose, the Solicitor General of the Republic of Kenya. Professor Shaukat Abdurazak, Principal Secretary for Science, Research and Innovation. Dr. Chris Kiptor, Principal Secretary for the National Treasury and Economic Planning. Dr. Beatrice Muganda Inyangala, Permanent Secretary for Higher Education and Research. Honorable Nelson Koech, Chairperson, Parliamentary Committee on Defense, Intelligence and Foreign Relations. Senator Fatuma Dulo, Chairperson, Senate Committee on National Defense and Foreign Relations. Mr. Douglas Kanja, Inspector General of the National Police Service. Mr. Amin Mohammed, Director Director of Criminal Investigations, Mr. Gilbert Masengeli, Deputy Inspector General, APS, Mr. Abdi Ahmed Mahmoud, Secretary CEO, ESCC, Lieutenant General Tarus, Vice Chancellor, NDU, Kenya, Secretary General of the Rwanda National Intelligence and Security Service, Honorable Amabel, the Director General of the State Intelligence Service of Gambia, Honorable Osman Sowe, the Director General of the Uganda External Security Organization, Ambassador Honorable Joseph Ochwet, representatives from partner intelligence services, representatives from partner national security agencies, distinguished members of the NIRU Board of Trustees and Council, former Director Generals of the National Intelligence Service, Major General Twalib Mbarak, former CEO, ESCC, Vice Chancellor of NIRU, other Vice Chancellors present today, distinguished guests, NIRU faculty, staff and graduates, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is an honor to join you today during this historical ceremony that marks the first graduation of the newly chartered National Intelligence and Research University, NIRU. This occasion stands as a testament to the remarkable strides this institution has made since the award of its charter on 5th November 2025 by Your Excellency. Allow me, therefore, to express deep gratitude to Your Excellency for gracing us with your presence here today. Your attendance builds upon our previous engagement during the chartering of this university, which marked a significant investment in the security, stability, and intellectual sovereignty of our nation and our continent. At this juncture, Your Excellency, allow me to recognize the distinguished members of the Board of Trustees. And Your Excellency, please bear with us because this is the first inaugural graduation of the university. Some of us, I think, we are trying to present our thesis of why this university exists. And we are very honored, Your Excellency, that you've given us this privilege, despite the fact that we have a small graduating class of 31, Your Excellency. But it is the importance that you have placed in this institution, and we are really honored. Please bear with us if we take long to explain the reason behind this and the people behind this, Your Excellency. The distinguished members of the Board of Trustees who have helped bring this mission to fruition are Brigadier Retired Wilson Boynet, Ambassador Dr. Amina Mohammed, Mr. Jan Bonde Nielsen, Professor Makao Mutua, Mrs. Agnes Shikuku, who is the Deputy Director General, Mr. John Sambu, who is the Director of Analysis and Production, and Dr. Agnes Kirui, who is the Secretary to the Board. In addition, Your Excellency, I wish to acknowledge the members of the University Council, which comprises of Honorable Dorcas Odwor, the Attorney General of the Republic of Kenya. She is not here today, but represented by the Solicitor General. Professor Shaukat Abdurazak, Principal Secretary for who represents the Ministry of Finance, Principal Secretary for the National Treasury and Economic Planning, Dr. Beatrice Muganda Inyangala, Principal Secretary for Higher Education and Research, who is with us, Major Retired Omar Marsa, who is the Chair of the Council, Mrs. Habiba Sebi, Director Administration, Mrs. Purity Masekonte, Director Training and Research, and Dr. Agnes Kirui, who represents the board. Indeed, Your Excellency, today's graduation reflects NIRU's deliberate commitment to cultivating shared wisdom across sectors, borders, and generations. As the African proverb reminds us, wisdom is not found in one head. Rather, It flourishes where experiences are shared and knowledge is pursued for common purpose. Your Excellency, since the award of the Charter in 2024, we have expanded our academic scope to offer master's programs in counterterrorism, leadership, as well as doctorate in strategic security studies. We have also adapted institutional instruments to guide recruitment, terms of service, and staff retention at NIRU, with the aim of ensuring competitiveness and quality education nationally, regionally, and globally. In this regard, we have already witnessed our students becoming better equipped to confront emerging challenges. This has been further enriched by the inclusion of international students to the class of 2026, which comprises of representatives from Burundi, Malawi, Mozambique, Rwanda, Tanzania, Uganda, and finally our very own students from Kenya. Equally significant, Your Excellency, is the Intake 4, now in its first year of study, which comprises students from 21 African countries, with NIRU student population now nearing 100 within 1 year. This growth demonstrates the university accelerating continental reach and growing academic appeal. And hopefully in the next graduation, Your Excellency, the numbers are going to grow. Your Excellency, the trajectory NIRU has taken is fully aligned with your directives at the award of the Charter. Particularly, your call to strengthen intra-African collaboration in the security realm and to expand Global South capabilities through advanced education and research. The diversity and dynamism reflected in our student body today stands as clear evidence that this vision is already taking root. This year, Your Excellency, NIRU intends to extend its footprint further by admitting students from at least 32 African countries. This expansion reflects our unwavering commitment to fully realize our Pan-African vision and mission. In further pursuit of its mandate, the university is undertaking several transformative initiatives. These include the expansion of our physical infrastructure as exemplified by the Loresho campus, where we gather today, which is designed to accommodate our growing faculty, students, and research ambitions. We are also establishing a dedicated language center and developing a science and innovation center to strengthen interdisciplinary excellence. This reflects our determination to place science, innovation, and technology at the heart of our institutional growth in line with our 2024-2029 strategic plan, which affirms our belief that the future of security lies in innovation. Indeed, Africa confronts threats marked by a high degree of randomness, ushering in an era of polycrisis where traditional security threats coexist alongside emerging and often invisible risks. This reality, Your Excellency, compels Africa to develop its homegrown and adaptable solutions. It is within this context that NIRU is advancing an Afrocentric approach to intelligence and national security education that situates our scholarship within Africa's historical realities, strategic priorities, and uncertain future aspiration. Such an approach enables us to address threats that erode state legitimacy, weaken public trust, and undermine governance institutions. This range from transnational crime and cyber vulnerabilities to the weaponization of information through disinformation and misinformation, as well as climate change and pandemics. At the same time, Africa must navigate shifting global dynamics characterized by declining multilateralism. The implication is clear, Your Excellency. We must assume full responsibility for our security, our development, and the resilience of our institutions. Outsourcing this priority is no longer viable, if it ever truly was. Only by pulling together as African nations can we overcome the challenges before us. Concurrently, our continent stands at the center of renewed great power competition, particularly around strategic minerals, critical supply chains, and emerging technologies. The central question before us, Your Excellency, therefore, is how does Africa build a security architecture that enhances collective bargaining power, protects sovereign interests, and promotes cooperation rather than fragmentation. Intelligence and national security leaders are essential to to this endeavor. Through shared strategic assessments, trust-based networks, joint education and research, Africa policy makers can anticipate risk, manage competition, and act together. NIRU thus stands at the forefront of building this foundation. By shaping the next cadre of intelligence and national security leaders, the university is contributing to the emergence of an African shield, a resilient, cooperative security architecture against evolving security threats. The network formed here will therefore transcend national boundaries and outlast political administrations, strengthening continuity and trust across the continent. This is especially significant given that historical engagement between African intelligence and security agencies often had to be facilitated through Western powers. Such arrangements limited direct collaboration and reinforced structural dependency. And Your Excellency, if I wanted to talk to the DG of Gambia, who was very far, the farthest end of West Africa, I would have to probably look for another Western power to organize that for us. We are saying this is no longer the case, and with such institutions, we are going to build great and better networks that will allow us to coordinate and act swiftly as Africans. As I conclude, Your Excellency, on behalf of the Board of Trustees and University Management, I wish to convey a profound appreciation for your wise counsel, strategic guidance, and steadfast support. Your consistent engagement and emphasis on education reflects your conviction that it is the surest investment in a nation's future strength. To the Cabinet Secretary for Education and the Cabinet Secretary for Interior and National Administration, the steadfast support and encouragement of your respective ministries have been instrumental in nurturing this institution and steering it to excellence. Distinguished Director Generals from the Gambia, Mr. Osman Sowe, from Rwanda, Mr. Amiabel, and from Uganda, Ambassador Ochwet, as well as representatives of Intelligence Service of Burundi, Malawi, Mozambique, Tanzania, and the Internal Security Organization of Uganda, your presence here today affirms the confidence you have placed in this institution and reinforces Africa's security architecture. We look forward to hosting more of your officers to train alongside us. Their presence enriches our classrooms and deepens our continental bonds and understanding. I also wish to thank the Board of Trustees, the NIRU Council, the Vice Chancellor, faculty and staff of NIRU. You're the backbone of this organization. This achievement is because of your diligence, professionalism, and unwavering dedication. To the families and friends of our graduates, we thank you. Your support has been the quiet force behind this achievement. And now to the graduates, you enter a profession where integrity is not optional, it is foundational. The threats you confront will evolve in complexity and scale. The moral choices you face will test your character. I urge you to stand firm, to operate within the rule of law, and to remain loyal to the people you serve. As you cross this threshold, you do so not merely as graduates, but as custodians of trust and guardians of Africa's destiny. The future of our continent will not be shaped by chance, but by principled leaders who choose duty over comfort and nation over self. May you be counted among them. Congratulations. It is now my honor to invite the Honorable Kipchumba Murkomen, Cabinet Secretary for Interior and National Administration, to deliver his remarks. Thereafter, I will invite the Honorable Julius Ogambo, Cabinet Secretary for Education, and finally, it will be my distinct privilege to invite His Excellency Dr. William Samoei Ruto, President of the Republic of Kenya, Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces, and Chancellor of the National Intelligence and Research University. Welcome, Honorable Kipchumba Murkomen.
Your Excellency, President Dr. William Samoei Ruto, who is the Chancellor of NIRU, my colleague, CS Education, Migozo Gamba, the chairman of the Board of Trustees of NIRU, and the Director General of National Intelligence Service, Mr. Senior Counsel Nordin Haji, other distinguished guests as established in the protocol. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. First, let me say that this day is for His Excellency the President, so I will make sure that my remarks are very, very brief. Ordinarily, this is a very unique graduation for me, Your Excellency, to attend. Ordinarily, graduations are filled with fanfare, women screaming and cheering, and a lot of flowers being sold around the gate. And so this is a very unique one. There is a lot of silence. And this reflects this intelligence community. Your Excellency, they say a friend of mine went to meet an intelligence officer, a senior officer, I don't want to be in trouble, some time back. And when he came back, so I asked him, what did you discuss? He told me that he was nodding throughout. He was nodding throughout, so he can't remember exactly what they said, listening more than saying much. Your Excellency, when we came in, I had a small discussion at the waiting room. I was very concerned because of the motorboard that I was given, this cap, because I saw other people were wearing a round one, which looks like yours, Your Excellency, but mine I was given a square one, and I was very concerned until I realized the round one was for only those who have attained their PhD. So I asked Mr. Wakamba, even you are in the same situation. Then I advised him that since he's the Minister of Education, and he has been preaching all over about recognition of prior learning, he needs to create something for recognition of what he does, so that in the next graduation he can wear something at least better than mine. So, Your Excellency, we are happy to be here. I want to congratulate the graduates for attaining their master's degrees. I want to also congratulate this institution, NIRU, and congratulate you, Your Excellency, because you are the one who gave it a charter. It definitely reflects on your belief, the fact that you are a very highly educated president in this republic. It also reflects on your personal belief on research and development. And you have gone a notch higher to establish also a State Department for Research and Development. And you believe that knowledge is extremely important in terms of decision making. I must emphasize, Your Excellency, that we have benefited in the security sector immensely from the knowledge and the intelligence reports that come from the National Intelligence Service. And it's important to note here that the information we get is based on an investment in terms of education and research. And it is important to note here that this university is going to produce men and women who are going to become assets to our country, but also in the continent. We grapple with challenges of transnational crime, terrorism, banditry. We have also national challenges like gangs, among others. And Your Excellency, having a properly trained intelligence service is very important for us to ensure that we have intelligence-led operations and also intelligence-led response in the security sector. We have seen the tremendous success that we have achieved in our country, whether it is the operations that is around our borders or also in dealing with matters of banditry. Intelligence-led operations have led to great success. And we are celebrating just 1 year down the line a possibility of collecting over 1,300 guns from bandits because of the support that we have received and the research that has been done by the intelligence sector, Your Excellency. In the past, security operations was very indiscriminate. and hurt women, children, old people, innocent persons. And sometimes when you are told that there was a police operation in a particular area, communities knew that they were coming to beat everybody indiscriminately. But now we have more targeted intelligence-led operations taking place in our country because of the capacity and the ability of our National Intelligence Service. And we support this university, Your Excellency, and we believe that it should be expanded to accommodate other sectors, including officers that serve outside the intelligence sector, so that we can have a more multi-agency approach towards security operations. Your Excellency, I want to congratulate the graduates, and I believe that this spirit of bringing together all Africans in one class is taking us back to where we were as Africans. For example, in East Africa community, most of our founding fathers and mothers of our nations studied together, whether it was in Makerere or it was in Dar es Salaam University. And it became, their networks became extremely important when it came to nation building and in terms of exchange of ideas and building an East African community. And so if we have to build a better and stronger African Union, this is the way to go, is to have students from other countries coming to Kenya and to have also students from Kenya going to study in other countries to foster regional and international cooperation. Your Excellency, with those many remarks, let me congratulate this institution and congratulate the students and wish them the very best. I thank you.
Your Excellency, just to clarify, we do have graduating students from KWS, National Police Service, and the Kenya Forestry. And in the other classes, we have more people from other departments. It is now my honor to invite the Honorable Julius Ogambo, Cabinet Secretary for Education, to make his remarks.
Our square outfits in view of what Murkomen has just said. Our square outfits in view of what Murkomen has just said. Everybody here perhaps is educated, but the rest of us are learned. Together with the Director Generals in a Council of the National Intelligence Service, the Vice Chancellor of the National Intelligence and Research University, Your Excellency, allow me to ride on the protocols already established. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Chancellor, sir, it gives me immense pleasure to join you here today for this very first graduation ceremony of the National Intelligence and Research University. Firstly, I wish to congratulate the university for this great stride just a year after the award of charter. As a ministry, Your Excellency, we are more than proud that this university has successfully taken its place in the family of universities and higher education in this country. This achievement would not have been possible without the support and visionary leadership of His Excellency the President, who is also the Chancellor of this university. Your Excellency's unwavering support and strategic guidance have enabled this institution to make major leaps towards and forward in the shortest possible time. Your Excellency, as a ministry, we are proud that through these academic programs, this university has lived true to its charter by focusing on its niche area of intelligence education and applied research. And as you continue telling us, no country can proceed or can develop beyond its knowledge. This is a unique area in our higher education ecosystem that is designed to build the human capital that our intelligence community and the security sector require. Indeed, the theme of today's graduation, which is preparing strategic leaders for a complex world, aligns to the uniqueness of this university's mandate and speaks to the emerging global security dynamics in a world driven by transformative changes in technology and other contemporary developments. It is critical that our intelligence community, therefore, is prepared to live up to the demands of our time. Your Excellency, as I conclude, may I take this opportunity to assure this university, and indeed the university subsector, that we will continue to work towards a more enabling legal and policy environment in this country to support our higher education sector. Indeed, Your Excellency, under your leadership, the Cabinet has recently passed several reform bills which are being forwarded to Parliament to strengthen the legal framework governing the education sector. These bills, once passed, will go a long way into building the foundation for a globally competitive education sector in this country and in this region. Your Excellency, thank you very much and congratulations to the class of 2026. God bless you all.
Your Excellency, I wish to apologize. The name of the Cabinet Secretary is Honorable Julius Ogamba, not Ogambo. It is now my distinct pleasure and honor to invite Your Excellency, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, President of the Republic of Kenya, Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces, and Chancellor of the National Intelligence and Research University, to make your remarks, Your Excellency.
Thank you very much. Please, let's take our seats. Thank you very much, Director General Nurdin, who is also the Chairman of Council of this great institution. Distinguished guests, faculty, staff, graduates of the National Intelligence and Research University, ladies and gentlemen. Allow me first to assist my two cabinet ministers here as a former Minister for Higher Education. The suggestion by Kipchumba Murkomen that you can change your status using RPL or recognition of prior learning, Mr. Ogamba, is misleading. It is not possible for you to get a PhD using that route. You will not succeed. And also to state that it doesn't matter how much redemption you try in matters of being learned or learned. There are no shortcuts. You just have to go through the motions. And next time, I advise that you do what you have to do so that you can wear the right attire. However, on November 5th, 2024, I formally awarded a charter to the National Intelligence Research University, establishing it as Kenya's foremost specialized university to build the capacity of our intelligence community as a key national asset for posterity. At the time, I affirmed the government's firm support for this university to meet its mandate and issued a